Congrats to the winner. To stay on top of future contests, please hit the subscribe and notification button to get any updates. Now on to the video. What is going on, beautiful people? It is Froboy. I'm here for another unboxing video. Now, something that didn't come in the mail, but rather something I picked up at the store. The new Lighting Collection Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Morpher. Power Morpher. It's a Morpher. Pretty much the third that we ever got in America. And something that I was really looking forward to for a long time. Interesting thing is that because this was a Walmart exclusive, still is, there was a bit of confusion with the availability because the ready to ship thing wasn't going to be done until September. In other words, a lot of people were not expecting this for at least another 2 months. Yet there were reports on the community that these were already ready to purchase at the local Walmart. At least for those Walmarts that took the time to stock these up. So that being said, I went to my nearby Walmart and picked up one of these. Now let's get the review underway. Alright guys, so what we have here is the Mighty Morphin Morpher, from the first series that ever came to America, and this is technically the third of the editions of Morphers that came from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That being the original that came out in the 90s, the more recent Legacy Morpher, which is still beloved to this day, and this one that came out this year. Now, interesting thing that I want to get out of the way is that the way how this thing is designed with the stand. I personally love this thing. I do think like it was really real eye candy for a lot of fans who just want to always display their Morpher. For a lot of us, we just leave it like aside there, and for extra coins, we tend to put them on stands or just put them aside the coin itself. You know, people come up with different ways. So as you can see here, the coins are shiny gold, which, as I said before, is something that I've always liked. I mentioned them whenever I had modded Morphers. And I would order the shiny gold coins from independent makers. Starlight Studios, I believe, was the name. And I will always use gold shiny ones instead of the weathered ones that the Legacy Morpher, for example, came out. And the interesting thing about these coins is that this overall Morpher is similar to the one that came out in the 90s, although it's pretty much a more updated version. Like if I hold this coin, as you can see, it has the I don't know what you want to call these, the slider, the fin, or wherever that's called. Anyway, you see that in the original 90s toy. The difference is that these are actually heavy, and what I mean by heavy, like, you could tell like this is not some cheap plastic, like there is actual some type of weight, some kind of metal. This is pretty much just like what we got for the Legacy Morpher that came with the weathered coins, or like the ones that I typically get from the independent maker Starlight Studios. So what you can see here is that there's a nice engravement of the respective Ranger from the side of their helmets. This will be Mastodon. It was kind of weird, but you can pretty much tell from the image that it is them. And yeah, personally, I love shiny gold, so I'm pretty happy that they did it like that. And so that's pretty much how it looks when it's stand. Now I'm gonna lift this up. So as you can see, you have the buckle. You can put it on your belt. And right now we're just gonna remove this thing. I'm just gonna put that there. Put this back here for a second to show you something. So after I put this there, for some reason, when I just stand it up normally, it just drops down. So when I was first showing you this, I just did it like that, where I just put on the edge. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but all I know is that it looks kind of weird. You see how it drops down? Maybe I'm just installing it wrong. Maybe whoever has one of these has figured out how to properly install it. But that being said, we're going to show how this thing works. So the cool thing about these Morpher is that it's a lot thicker, which isn't the cool part, but I thought it was pretty interesting. But the cool part, and as to why it is thicker, is that this has a special program inside where it can light up and make sounds depending on what the coin is. So for Tyrannosaurus, we're just going to push this button. There doesn't seem to be a theme song playing at all, which is kind of a weird choice. And if you just want to turn it off, you do that. There also doesn't seem to be like a control switch to keep it on or off. Like, say, if you want to just press the button and not make any sounds. And if I close that, and I just press it once. Yeah, you don't even need to hold that. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a switch of any kind. Although the convenient thing is that all you need to do is just close this. And then it stops. So a way to get the coin out, this is kind of annoying because if I just want to take out the coin, I have to press the button. So what I gotta do is do this, and when you take out the coin, it powers off. Now we're gonna change to something else. We're gonna show all these coins at once. So we're gonna show Triceratops, good old Billy. Huh, that's weird. Okay, so I guess I have to wait for that sound. Am I doing something wrong? Guys, I think I did something wrong. What am I doing wrong? This is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Different sound effect? Now let's try a different coin. Maybe I didn't install it properly. Actually, let me put back the Tyrannosaurus to see if maybe I'm just installing it wrong. Okay, it lights up like that. Okay. Just gonna put that right there. Let's try again with this Triceratops. There we go. That's kind of weird. Maybe, is that really how they're designed? I do find it odd choice when, you know, we got the Tyrannosaurus to react the way it did. Let's try Sabertooth. Okay, that seems normal. Yeah, sorry for my phone's camera. You can't tell, but it is yellow. It just looks kind of weird. Let's try Pterodactyl. It lights up. Nice and pink. Nice and purple. Power coin removed. I do like the effect that it has when you put on the coins and when you take them off. Let's try Billy one more time. Is this a defective coin? Please tell me this is not a defective coin. Huh. This is very odd. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I played around for a few more seconds. In fact, in hindsight, I didn't need to cut this off, but... yeah, so it does work. These are pretty cool light effects. The interesting thing is that this Morpher doesn't have like the theme song playing like you see with the other Morphers that we've gotten in the past. At least from what I recall, the 90s toy was at least able to react the way that it did. And I'm pretty sure, as you noticed, that because I wasn't properly installing the Triceratops power coin properly, it reacted the way it did. What it does, it gives this unique lighting to show that there's an error. It's like trying to connect to the power grid. It's a nice, pretty effect. So when I just have this back on, now it's all nice and red. That indicates that's good. Yeah. Actually, I'll put this aside right now. Now, here's a legacy Morpher. It's one of my many modern Morphers that I have. Now, to show the comparison, the new one is a bit thicker. Again, I think it has to do with the components that allows this morpher to react with the different coins that the comes with. I'm really not sad when it comes to that stuff. Here's the back difference. Again, even though this is modded, this is still pretty much a legacy morpher that came out in the 2010s. I think it was 2011. This one's naturally heavy because of the material. Even if you look at material that is of the straight from the production itself, this one was my least modded morpher because all I did was just change the decimals and pretty much just add that plate. So let's see what happens when I use both of them at the same time. I love that sound. I kind of wish that Legacy Morpher had that. I mean, not the Legacy Morpher, the new Lightning. But yeah, and in fact, you can put your you can put the Legacy Morpher into this, so it's pretty much the same design, although there's a lot more space. In fact, if you get the regular buckle, which I don't have with me right now, but it's pretty much the same size because I did an earlier comparison when I was unboxing this, you can pretty much just set it up like that. Yeah, from this angle it looks kind of weird, but I'm just showing you that it can be done. So you can use the stand for your Legacy Morpher if you want. But I already have a spot for this, so I'm just gonna remove this. It's pretty interesting with how they decided to approach this. There's no switch whatsoever because it's made of plastic. It's much lighter despite the extra components. I do think that that's a pretty better design if they were going through all the trouble of adding those stuff. Ooh, you see what I mean? Like, I can't get it to stand. I gotta figure that out. And overall, I do think this is a pretty decent thing to have, especially if you just want to display. I love the coins. I love the feature that it has. I do wish that, at least, let's get into criticisms. I do wish that there was a manual on and off button. Like, the only way you turn this on, god damn it, the only way you turn this on is by pressing the red button on the side. And the only reason you can turn it off and keep it off is because you have it closed. Now, that can be convenient for others, but for some of us, we just like, just gain our morphers. And not only will we have this off, but we can just, just do that. I know that's kind of a strange thing to talk about, but it's just to give you an idea of just how sometimes older designs were more convenient for different reasons. And quite frankly, I am happy with my purchase. I do think it's something nice for the collection. And as you can see, this is how I normally display my Legacy Morphers that are modded. It's a pretty nice addition to the collection. There's been criticisms of how Hasbro has been quality managing their products and just the overall, not just quality assurance to how they're supposed to be like, but just overall quality in the design that they decided to go with. I do think that the Legacy ones are much better, but this isn't bad. I do wish that there was like the music sound effect of the theme song of the show going on, but this is still fine. I mean, I like this display. I do think like it was pretty smart of them to be creative by trying something new with the Morpher, even if they had to sacrifice some designs that I do prefer. Overall, I do think that it's worth picking up if you're a fan of Power Rangers. I don't think I can give a proper rating on this, considering that this is a made product that's officially licensed from the franchise, unlike my helmets or anything else that's made by an independent maker of depending on what it is. So, my rating is going to be pretty neutral and vague. As I say, like, I do like this. I do think, like, it was a smart idea to add the stand. Like, I would love to display this somewhere, which I'm investing in a new shelf so that I can enjoy displaying this in like the living room or something. I mean, it's a nice conversation starter, and I can say that I can recommend this Morpher to any Power Ranger fan who pretty much loves this. I mean, it's pretty nice, guys. It's got a nice blend of the modern, up to date style of what technology can do, and at the same time, it's got the retro aspect to it, especially with how these coins are designed. I do think it's unique that each coin gives a unique unique sound effect depending on what the arranger is. I do wish that they had done more with it in some aspects, but hey, who am I to complain? It's really, really nice, and I'm really happy with my purchase. So that being said, I do think that out of the line collection stuff that I bought, this is pretty good. I would, I would love to. I would love if one day, say for San Diego Comic Con, they do like a Master Morpher version, canonically official licensed version of Tommy's Master Morpher, because it is doable. You can see it happening. I mean, what we've seen with the Legacy Morphers, what they did for Tommy, and then what they did for the other Rangers, they did them separately. It wasn't really con exclusive for Tommy's White and Green Ranger, but I can see them doing a Master Morpher set like this one day. It'll be pretty cool. Not only that, this design with the stand is pretty nice. I mean, I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. It didn't seem to have any relevance when I had this on there, but it's just an overall nice design to have. You can pretty much, it's light plastic, keeps the coins there. I mean, that's pretty cool. I do like this. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. Any questions you have. And also, since we just did a contest, I decided to mix things up and get another one of these. That's right. I am currently holding another one of these Legacy, sorry, no, I don't know why I keep saying Legacy. One of these Lion Collection Morphers for grabs. So I'm going to do a contest to give this away to a lucky subscriber / watcher. So the requirements for this would be tell me about which morpher you like the most and why. It doesn't have to be an essay. It could be like maybe because the way how the morphing sequence goes, the music, or the aspect around it. Just give me details as to why you like this particular morpher. Again, it doesn't have to be this one. It can be any morpher from the series, Super Sentai, or Mighty Morphin, and your name will be added to your analyzer. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please hit the notification button so you can keep track of these contests I host, just in case you don't see on my social media of any kind. And, good luck to the winner of this contest.